Hi friends, welcome to the Mastermind Moments podcast.
Hosted by your pals, Josh and Sasha.
Join us during our weekly mastermind as we collaborate on how to make the most out of our lives.
Not only are we going to mastermind our careers, we're going to work on all areas of life together.
Let's do it. Listen in as we make the most of our mastermind moments.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning. Cheers.
Cheers.
So this is not the first time we podcasted together in person. This is the second time we podcasted together in person.
Yeah.
Also on this podcast, which I'm going to put it, I think, both on ours, like ours and mine
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
But when we talked last time properly, also, by the way, hi everyone, Josh is here.
Hello.
To paint the scene for everybody right now, we are in the Wimbledon queue. We've been here since 5:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah, well, I think we joined the queue at 5:30.
5:30. We got here, promptly took a nap. I slept for maybe 2-3 hours. Poor Josh did not sleep.
No, I tried very hard, but it wasn't happening today. It's too loud.
No. We were going to show up last night. We went to Rufus du Sol yesterday. And we were just going to come straight from there, but Josh's girlfriend was not feeling well, so we left her at home.
I feel like that was a blessing. Because I don't think we would have slept here.
No.
After experience, and also, so I met my friends over there, and they camped. They had a tent.
Yeah.
And they said they didn't sleep at all because everyone around them was talking all night. So it's just,
Okay.
I think people come and get the excitement of Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And then
They don't sleep.
they don't sleep, right? It's the day before Christmas. I know
Yeah.
that's how you've been feeling.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I was so excited that I sat down. I was like, actually, I think I could crash for a couple hours.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think it has made a difference. Like my friends are in now. Or they've made it in. So we'd be almost in, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
We'll get there. And honestly, this
We'll see
is
some
giving us our
tennis.
time to record.
Exactly.
We were saying we were going to
So
record a lot.
much needed, valuable time. We were going to record a lot, but then we haven't had time, really. We've been doing other shit.
I
so-
feel like we could have made time if we just had the mics on and put them on constantly, but we were just like being
hitting
present.
mics in the room.
right? I think we're just being present with one another too. And I think it's like the same thing of why we don't have photos together is because we're just like
Busy
being,
presenting.
presenting. Yeah.
For-
Busy being present in the moment that we forget to take photos together. And we forget to put the mics on.
yeah.
And also our conversations we haven't, it's been most kind of a catch up and then random shit. Like nothing crazy.
Catch up.
Like catching up.
Oh, catch up.
Not catch up. It's not catch up.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
mostly just chilling. So the premise of the questions I'm going to ask you for mine it's the same kind of
Okay.
questions I ask everybody.
Okay.
But I don't have my paper. So let's just see how many I remember.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So for context, how do we know each other?
We know each other through Tony Robbins. It's through the community. We met at Global Youth Leadership Summit in California, in San Diego. We need to get this right because I think neither of us know exactly how long, but it's at least 11 years since we met.
Yes.
I remember the first day I remember physically meeting you was when I introduced myself and you were like, I already know you. Like you seemed very offended by the fact that I introduced myself. And I was like, well, yeah, I know you and we know of each other, but we never
Interacted.
formally connected. And that's when I was 17. So that's going back 11 years.
Right. And I remember being 16
Yeah.
that year. It was the youth leader year we got close.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. So it's been at least a decade since we've been friends. I think you've been my best friend for maybe, I don't know, a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Because I think it's when we started talking consistently,
Yeah.
maybe 2-3 years, maybe something like that. I don't know.
I think longer than that personally. But yeah, anyway. A
Anyway,
long
we've been
time.
best friends for a long time. A long time. Okay. So that's how we know each other. What's your story?
What's my story? What does that mean? What's my story like?
People have been interpreting this question in different
Yeah,
ways.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how have I interpreted it? Well, that's a really hard question, actually. What's my story? I think
You have so many stories.
I have so many stories, but what's my story? I think, I guess for starters, I've worked in property, real estate for the last 10 years since I left school, but my career has never been my biggest focus. It's always been various different things, more recently just fun and having a good time.
Yeah.
But I spent most of my 20s struggling with addiction, and that was my biggest story. It's actually throughout my life and overcoming that,
Yeah.
which I now I'm not going to say I now have, because I don't think you ever have when you're in that position, but I'm now 3 years in recovery, so it's, it's been good. And so but that was my story for most of my 20s, and it ate up a lot of my 20s and a lot of my youth as well, because it started when I was at 17. Yeah. Which, as we discussed the other day, is the year we met, or like properly connected. So
you met me and it was all downhill from there?
All downhill from there, yeah, it does. And well, back uphill now, back uphill. Yeah. But I've bounced back, and since then, the last 3 years of my life have been the best years of my life. You know, I've really started living and having that fun, and that's why my career has taken kind of the back burner. And I think now I'm at a point in my life where it is on the up, and I'm really trying to sort of focus onto work. And I think that's really important right now and in this phase of my life, and starting to look to settle down. I hate that phrase, settling down. I think someone told me off for saying it the other day, because you don't want to seem like you're settling for something. I think it was when I had a job interview for the job I've got now, actually, which I only started 3 weeks ago.
Right.
And I told my mum one of the answers I said, and I was like, I want to look to settle down in my career now, like settle down at one company. And my mum was like, you shouldn't have said that, because that suggests that you're settling. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm not sure about that, but it's subjective.
Yeah, it is subjective, but like, I know what you mean. It's like the same, honestly, maybe you feel the same way. When you say the term grow up, I feel like some sort of adverse reaction to that too.
Yeah.
But like, also understand what your mom's saying with settling down. You're not settling. Maybe it's like slowing down.
The settling down means something different to settling, right?
Yeah.
I'm settling down in my life. I'm coming to the end of my 20s, which is fucking terrifying. And that's not terrifying. I think I used to be scared of it, but age is a number, as I've discovered in recent years.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to settle down in my relationship, in my career, start building for a future with a family and whatnot. Yeah. Which is something that I wasn't ready for before. So,
but here you are.
And here we are.
So interesting when you say, what's your story? Like, the first thing that you like describe is work, but then you quickly just say, but it hasn't been a big focus up until now.
I don't know. I think when you say, what's your story, it's about what you identify with, right? Like,
I guess.
And I think right now, for me, it is work.
Yeah.
I am identifying with my job and my career.
Yeah.
More than anything else. More than any of the hobbies I have or interests I have. Whereas going back even a few months, it was a different story. I was identifying with the party boy lifestyle and that really having fun and being the fun guy in my friendship circles. So yeah,
we completely flip-flopped.
What?
We completely flip-flopped.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Very quickly. Like within the last 6 months, like I was so focused on work and my career, and I've switched to being party girl, and you were so focused on being party boy, and now you're so focused on your career.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens.
Yeah. And I was like, Josh, I'm gonna go out and do some debauchery. Please don't judge me.
Yeah. Well, when I need to, and you have reason for it, right? And I have reason for the way that I'm going in my life. So it's what does it you say?
Seasons of life.
Seasons of life.
Seasons of life. Yeah. I was literally just about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seasons of life for sure. There are seasons of party time. There are seasons of like hustle, work, grind time. And right now, just like in that.
That is, and maybe one day I'll return to the party lifestyle, but
still there. This weekend, we're going pretty crazy.
I was going pretty ham yesterday. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I had a good time, and I hope everyone around me had a good time. I was checking in on them.
You have a good time, bro. Every time we go to a rave, Josh, you weren't as friendly yesterday.
I wasn't, because I was sober. But I still tried to give that vibe.
Told like at least 2 people you like their shirts.
I did. I told people about their shirts. I asked multiple people if they had a good time.
Yeah.
I had some good chats with people.
I turned to your girlfriend last night and I looked at her and I was like, are any of the men behind me worth kissing? And she's like, yeah, there are some. And I like made contact. I like chatted with them, and then no one hit on me. And I'm like, they must be gay. But Pride is happening today, and they're here instead of at Pride. So make it make sense.
I think they were straight, but they were very like
into it.
So into it. Those very classic British boy.
But they weren't British.
I think only one of them wasn't, right? The rest of them weren't.
I guess.
So there was a guy, and this is what I love about the energy that I give out, or the one gives out at a rave, is a lot of the time you do get it back.
Yeah.
And towards the end, you turned to one of those guys and said something, And he was like, Rufus the Soul Baby, mocking me. That was a nice moment for me. I like it when that vibe comes back. It's like people have noticed the work I'm putting in.
They put the work, they understand the work you're putting into the vibe.
And they give it back. They're like, yeah, I like this guy. And so that was nice for me. Maybe they were gay. Maybe that was him flirting with me. So
that's very possible. That's very possible.
So I was looking at you talking to them and I was like, come on. You can do better.
I really could do better.
I was like, I hope that doesn't happen. And Savita told me what you said.
What I said?
And I was like, oh, yeah, but like, really?
Yeah, honestly, like, you're right. Could have done better. Like, they were fine. Mid. Like, mid. I'm not opposed to kissing a mid. Sometimes. It has to be a good mid.
I think we need to talk about that. That's a problem.
I mean, it depends on the mid. But, like, mid how? Like, the guys were cute. They were just short.
The guys yesterday?
Yeah.
They were. There was one tall one, but he wasn't cute.
Exactly. And that's why I consider, like, a good mid is, like, if the only reason you're mid is because of your height,
yeah,
I think that's fine.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But if you're a mid because you're an asshole, goodbye. See you never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think I agree.
Okay.
I think I agree.
So, what are 3 words you'd use to describe yourself? Which is interesting because we've done this exercise where Mary and I both use 3 words to describe you each. But I'm curious what 3 words you use to describe yourself.
Handsome, smart, funny. No,
Can you imagine?
Yeah, can you imagine if I was being serious?
Can you imagine if someone was describing you like that?
Yeah, no one. Right. Okay. I think witty. I think is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
If I can't call myself funny, I'll go with witty. Sensitive. I think sensitive.
Yeah.
This sounds really negative, actually. Temperamental.
Yeah.
Temperamental, but that, I guess, comes under sensitive as well, but not really.
That's something that I was thinking about with the dark side of sensitive is like there's a light side to your sensitive and there's dark side to your sensitive. And the dark side of your sensitive is your temperamental.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, my mom said that I was always very sensitive. But that was a good thing back then. Like, it was sensitive in a like soft way.
Yeah.
But now, not so much. As Bora would say.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, not now. It's a mix. It's a mix. Yeah.
I feel like every one of our traits, though, has like a dark and a light side.
Yeah.
Like your biggest strength is also your biggest weakness.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm just trying to think about what I just said. So, yeah, sensitive. Yeah, I guess so. If they can all... Temperamental, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because
that only encompasses like a dark side. Like, I don't really know what a light side of temperamental is.
It does. Temperamental is, you don't want to be temperamental, whereas sensitive, it can work.
Yeah, that's true. So you want to keep temperamental, do you think?
No. Well, I want to keep it as one of my 3.
Okay.
Because I do think I am a bit temperamental.
Yeah. Irrational. Okay.
That's also negative, though.
Wait, so why irrational, though?
Well, this has been a theme throughout my life, and that's why I had issues with gambling, because compulsive is more the word.
Yes.
Actually. Compulsive.
That makes more sense.
Compulsive, impulsive. I keep changing the words. I know I'm only allowed 3, but...
When I say it, I choose 5.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
That's more than 5 now. But impulsive has been something, a major theme throughout my life. I don't think about consequences, which I think comes under the realm of BPD, borderline personality disorder, and it's caused me many issues. But it's definitely a theme throughout my life. I think impulsivity.
Interesting. No, I definitely see it for sure. Yeah. Especially, but sometimes it's like impulsiveness without any follow through with it.
Yeah.
But there's like always the impulsive thought.
Always the impulsive thought, and historically, a lot of follow through as well.
I'm sorry, teacher? I'm sorry, Professor Glanville.
So, yeah, a teacher, pilot.
Yeah, teacher, pilot. But there are also times like when you wanted to up and move to Dubai.
Yeah.
That was pretty like...
Yeah, and there have been times where it's worked out in my favor. I think going and leaving my job, my career behind to become a teacher probably wouldn't have worked in my favor. That was a very impulsive thought. That, I have to say, it was supported by my family, though. Like, my mum was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, do it. And I don't see why she wouldn't shut it down, to be honest. I mean, she thought I could do it. So I'm good with kids.
You totally could have.
Yeah. So then everyone else I told about it, like, outside of my family, were like, nah, it's not you. I can't see you as a teacher.
I just know you care about financial success.
Well,
And the
that's
road
it.
to doing that with being a teacher,
being a
is,
teacher.
you can do it, but it's going
Yeah.
to take a lot of like
It's-
outside investment.
Yeah, I think it's not a long-term thing unless it's like a passion thing, you
Yeah.
know? And for me, I'm very passionate about money.
Yeah.
I'm very honest about that in my career and like when I'm interviewing for jobs and stuff. I was told on the question is it always comes up, what motivates you in a job? And I'm like, honestly, money. I don't think there's any shame in hiding that, especially in the industry that I'm in. They want to know that you're motivated by money because then you're going to be a go-getter and that's what they want. So
Right. Is it like kind of commission based almost?
my current job, it's less commission based than it was before. But yes, I get commission,
Okay.
but I also have, it's mostly my base salary now.
Okay.
Whereas
got it.
before it was very commission based.
Commissions, got
Yeah,
it.
very. If I wasn't making commission, I'd be just about making enough to survive.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What's the best piece and the worst piece of advice you've ever received?
best piece of advice I've ever received. 4. I have a list of quotes when I pull them up. Actually,
Yes.
'cause
Oh
I
my
literally
God.
have,
Wait,
like-
what is this list of quotes?
Yeah, I literally have a bank of quotes that
I love-
either it's
okay.
advice that people have given me, or it's my inspo folder. and
Your
it's
inspo
just, it's just a
folder?
few different things.
Okay, read the quotes, please. And also,
you
I'm
want to go
so
through
glad.
all of them?
Yes, why not?
Okay, all right. Okay, so a lot of them are related to addiction.
Okay.
Right. So the first one is you will never regret being clean and sober, but there's every chance you'll regret a relapse.
Yeah.
This was advice that someone gave me in a Gamblers Anonymous meeting,
Okay.
and it's true. And every time I think about relapsing, I'm like, if I lose, I'll regret it. But if I don't do it, I'm not going to regret not doing it.
Yeah.
The next one is addiction is giving up everything for one thing. Recovery is giving up one thing for everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. I think it applies outside of addiction as well.
Yeah.
I think in a lot of situations.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So it's,
That's how I feel about my breakup a little.
yeah, we spoke about it, right? We
Yeah.
spoke about it at the time. There was a lot that relationship was holding you back from, and we're seeing that now. You're living your life.
Miss Party Girl over here.
Exactly.
Miss Bender.
Exactly.
Carnage. It's
that-
French.
The
Like French for
bender.
like basically a debauchery bender
Oh, okay.
situation.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, what else?
Stop rushing life, let it happen. I think that's probably the one I would choose to answer this question.
Yeah.
I think one thing that I really struggle with, and again it comes into play with the addiction, is trying to do things too quickly
Yeah.
and trying to move life along too fast. And it even shows up in every area of my life. Like when I'm like walking somewhere, or I'm trying to get the train to somewhere, and Savita hates it because like we'll be walking to the station, I'll be trying to get somewhere on time, and I always want to be early for everything, so I rush everything, and then I show up and like my friends are always 10 minutes late because they don't have that element of rushing. And I think if you just slow everything down, you enjoy it more, right? You can soak things in more.
Yeah.
If I'm rushing to the station, for example, or to get a train, I might miss something on the way. Like I don't take in the trees around me, and you want to be present in the moment. So I think it's really important to stop rushing life
Yeah.
and just let life happen and acknowledge life.
Yeah, just be present with it for real.
Exactly.
For real. No, I definitely feel that one quite a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to keep going?
Keep going. Why
Okay,
not?
all right.
You have a whole folder. What else are you
I
going to use this
do,
folder
I
for?
do. Well, yeah.
Time
If
limit.
it's not on this podcast, yeah.
I don't know. I have
Um,
also a list of quotes from people,
Great.
but they're like quotes I've heard in the last like 6 months while traveling, and some of them were just so just obscure and funny.
Right.
What's your beef with my cat, ho?
Right.
That's on
Okay.
there. That was
yeah.
hilarious.
So not really.
Yeah.
So not very inspirational, but
No.
like
The inspirational ones I feel
Memorable.
are screenshots.
right.
Anyway, continue. What else?
The next one is bravery is the solution to regret. I wrote this one down, but I don't actually remember why, because I've read it over a few times since, and I'm like, this doesn't really,
doesn't really make
It
sense.
doesn't really make sense. Fine, so maybe I don't know why I read that one out.
Bravery is the solution to regret, everybody.
Yeah,
Never
I don't
forget.
know where that came from. But,
Okay, let's continue.
we've spoken about this one before. There's power in hunger.
Yes, we've talked about this one a lot.
Um,
On the Mastermind Moments podcast, everybody. Go ahead and
Yeah,
listen.
to the point where I believed in this so much, where I would like not eat all day.
Yeah, I
And I
remember.
would tell myself at lunchtime, I'd be like, I don't need to eat because there is power in hunger. And if I don't eat, then I'm going to feel more motivated. And it worked. It did work for a while.
Until it didn't.
Until it didn't, yeah. Until I started losing weight and
Getting hangry.
losing brain cells, getting hangry. So yeah, but there is power in hunger. Not literally, but figuratively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a really important one, actually.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good one. We've definitely talked about that a lot.
And then the other one, the last one that we have spoken about a lot is don't look at the whole mountain. Take one step forwards every day, and eventually the top of the mountain will start to become clearer.
Yeah. We've talked about this one a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's self-explanatory, right? And again, but that comes also under slowing life down.
Yeah.
Slowing life down, and it's just like taking it step by step and letting it happen and trusting in the process. So I would say a combination of those for the best advice.
And the worst?
And the worst. Probably say when I was 17 and I had my first big win in gambling. And I walked into my mum's room and I was 17, so I shouldn't have been on like the platform. I shouldn't have been allowed. I won about £1,000, which I turned £30 into £1,000. And for a 17-year-old, that's a lot of money. Right? And I went into my mum's room. I remember it so clearly. And I said to her, I won £1,000. And she was like, oh my God. Like, she was so shocked. And you could tell there was a lot going through her head, you know, how to play it as her son, who was still young at the time. And she said, you have a real talent here. I think that you could actually make money from this. You can invest my money, you can invest Granddad's money. And that kick-started
something really dark.
Of course, I don't blame her for it at all.
Right. But did she know how you got the money?
At the time, it was authentic. Yeah. At the time, it was like I had £30, and I just, like in my bank account, and I won. Okay. But then it became darker and darker.
But did she know it was like from gambling?
Well, the £1,000?
No, like getting the 30 to 1,000.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah, of course. So that's why she was saying this. Clearly, you have something here. You know what you're doing. And yeah, so that's why it kick-started something that was, I think in my head, I had that mental reward for doing something that actually I shouldn't have been doing when I was 17.
Right.
But she did also say to me in the same conversation, she was like, but Josh, I think you should stop. I think you should just stop now.
Yeah.
Don't reinvest that. Just stop now. So she did give me that advice as well, but I think it was mixed messages. Yeah. So I would say that's up there with the worst advice, just because of where it led to. Yeah. And again, I don't blame her for it at all.
Right.
Maybe a little bit, but
in the same conversation, she also told you to knock it the fuck off.
Yeah. Very contradicting though, for a 17-year-old to hear.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay. So, is there a childhood dream that still lives within you?
Trying to think what my childhood dreams were. I always wanted to be famous.
Really?
But I think that's more kind of transformed into rich now. I think I care much more about the wealth side of things that comes with the fame. And obviously, I think as you get older, you realize that actually fame would be horrible. No one really wants that. And actually, when people become famous, they resent it. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's probably it, I suppose. I think wealthy. That's always something I've aspired to since I was really young. I think a lot of people do, of course, because everyone wants money.
Yeah.
And especially when you're a kid and you don't fully understand the value of money and what it means and what it can buy you. But yeah, I think that's my biggest aspiration still.
Yeah.
I want to be in that position where I'm completely comfortable. So it means something different to me now, but it's definitely, I would say it's that.
Do you have a number in your head for once you achieve this amount, like either annually or in the bank account, you're like, good?
I think, not really.
You don't
I think the figure that's crossed my mind to have invested is 10 million.
Okay.
Because if that's invested and you've invested it in like an index fund, an ETF or something, you could be making a serious salary just off the back of that while you're doing other things.
Yeah.
From 10 million, you could be on $1 million from an index fund.
Yeah.
You know? So and that to me is like, that's
being able to live off of passive income.
Yeah, and even $1 million, I think if you invested that and you were living off $100,000 a year passive,
That's pretty
but
sick.
I think 10 million is really where you want to be.
Yeah. My only concern with like your desire for wealth, which like I don't think is a bad thing, but my only concern with it long term is that you're going to be someone who always chases more zeros.
Which is where the problem with the gambling comes
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
Yeah, like chasing more zeros and not
But
being
it's
like,
human nature, right?
Yeah.
You know, you never have enough. And this is something also my mom told me when I was gambling. She was like, no matter how much you win, you're always going to want more.
Right.
You could win 100 million and you're going to want to buy a boat. And then you have a boat and you want to buy a yacht. And then you have a yacht and you want to buy a helicopter
Right.
and a private jet. It never ends. And that's actually a lot of the time largely why the uber wealthy becomes quite weird and fucked up, because they have everything. But how else are they going to get pleasure?
They just get crazy. It's true, because I've also seen it fuck people up where it's like they'll like go and chase a zero and they're like, oh, when I have this amount, I'll be happy. When I have this amount, I'll be happy. And then you get that amount and you're like not happy.
Yeah.
And you're chasing the next zero.
So you've got to learn to be grateful for what you've got. And I think I learned that when I was traveling everywhere. But first of all, Bali. I went to Bali and you see the locals there who are so poor, so like dirt poor. But they are the happiest people you ever meet.
Oh my
They're
God.
so happy because they're just so grateful for what they have. Like, they have so little compared to us.
Yeah.
But they're happy. And honestly, it's not just Bali. Going to India, going to some of the happiest people are the poorest people. And if you actually have something, if you can have that mindset, you're set.
Yeah.
You're set and you'll never be wanting for more. So I think that's really important, is having that gratitude mindset for what you do have.
Yeah.
Because also when you have that mindset, your mind will expand and you'll see more opportunity and it's manifestation, right? It's how it works.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for the money I have.
And I invite more.
There we go. So I don't even need to say it. Didn't even say it.
I know the quote. It reminds me of the Tony Robbins science of achievement versus art of fulfillment,
Yeah.
and finding the balance between the two.
That's it.
Yeah, it definitely reminds me of that as well. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's seasons of life.
Seasons of life.
Like your science of achievement right now, I'm art of fulfillment right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But there's got to be a balance.
I'd
There's
say
gotta be a
so.
balance.
I'd say
Yeah.
so. What's the biggest lesson you feel like you've learned in the last year?
Biggest lesson. Honestly, that manifestation fucking works. Like I saw it firsthand I was like, you know what, for this job interview process, I'm really going to give it a go and see if this works.
Yeah.
And I went through so many different interviews and I was battered back so many times, but in my mind, like I'd affirmed so many times and convinced myself that I had this job.
Yeah.
And I'd smashed it. I was going to get this job. And I went through 6 interviews for various different jobs within the same company.
Yeah.
And every time I was rejected, it was like, I haven't been rejected. Like I'm grateful for the opportunity.
And I invite more.
I kept telling myself that genuinely.
Yeah, you did. You actually
I kept
did.
telling myself that for
I
the
can
whole
attest
process.
to this.
And it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. Like I got the job. Whether that was a good thing now remains to be seen. But
Yeah.
I think long term it will be.
I remember the actual the shift that happened was when you decided to go on your like discipline journey, whatever. And that was when you stopped scrolling on Instagram and you also started going back to the gym. It's like almost when you up-leveled yourself, like your
Yeah.
whole world had to come
was
and meet you at your
everything.
standards. It was everything
It
at
was
once.
everything.
Yeah.
And my mindset shifted with that.
Yeah.
And I would say I'm not quite back at that point. I'm getting there week by week. I think I went away for a few weeks and that kind of got in the way.
Yeah. It threw you off track a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Just I lost the momentum a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm picking it back up. I think the main thing that I need to get back on track is exercise and working out, because that was such a game changer for me, working out consistently.
Yeah.
It sharpens your mindset. Like that's honestly the biggest thing for mindset, I think.
Yeah.
If you can push your body every day like that, and you're also pushing your mind to take you to the gym and to do those things and to push yourself at the gym. And I think if you can't master that, you can't master your mind.
Yeah, completely.
I know you're a believer in that kind of thing. in terms of moving your
100%.
body and yeah.
Every time that either me or Josh was going through something, I always ask Josh the same question, which is, are you moving your body? And he's no. And it's, well, that's why. And then every time I'm going through something, Josh is like, are you meditating? And I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, well, fine. That's why.
It's like that meme on Instagram you've seen. It's like about a girl who's got a headache.
Oh, then
And
it's
her
not the
head.
nail, right?
Yeah, well, it's someone asking, like, have you drunk enough water today? And she goes, no. Have you got enough sleep? No. Have you eaten today? No. And she just keeps saying, no, no. It's, well, that's the fucking problem.
Yeah, well, why don't you drink some water?
Yeah.
That was basically Savita last night.
Literally.
Literally.
It is her.
It's
Not
her-
just last night. This is what I
today.
have to live with. Literally, she'll come to me and just, my head hurts. And I'm like, have you had water today? No. It's always that I haven't had any water. Have you eaten vegetables this week? No. And just,
Well,
yeah. But yeah, I think girl dinner, that kind of thing.
I love a girl dinner. Don't hate on a girl. As long as she's eating something, it's fine. Doesn't really matter.
No, I'm not sure about that.
You're not sure?
No, because then it makes her ill.
Okay, well, girl dinners, like, it depends on what you're putting in your girl dinners. Is it a healthiest assortment, or is it just full out snacks?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I agree with that. And please don't tell her that because I'm really trying to stop this.
Okay, so what do I need to cut out
What do you need to cut
of this
out?
episode?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Oh, in
It's fine.
general.
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine.
She's not listening.
No, it's okay.
If you are listening to Savita,
No,
hi.
she will listen. She's
gonna
gonna
listen?
listen. But it's, yeah, it's fine. Just don't tell her that
Okay,
in
fine.
person.
Fine.
Right?
Just be like, stop your fucking girl dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Savita, if you're listening, I agree with you. I think girl dinners are good. I think it's important for women to go and choose what to eat based on what feels good.
Yeah.
As long
Thanks.
as they're healthy choices.
Yeah, great. But they're not healthy choices.
Okay, that's the difference.
Yeah.
If my girl dinner is like a handful of carrots and hummus and like raspberries and some crackers and like whatever.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. And
not
nuts?
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. She's getting better. She just still doesn't drink enough water, though,
Yeah.
as we saw yesterday.
Hydrate or dihydrate, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have any water at all yesterday.
No, we didn't.
We did not.
We didn't.
Like from
no.
noon.
I don't actually know how we did that.
Like 12 hours without water.
Just beer.
Yeah. Just beer.
Just warm, flat beer. Yeah, that was disgusting.
It was pretty gross.
What a day.
Wow, what a fucking weekend.
What a fucking
though.
weekend.
We knew that this was going to be a marathon weekend. We're like, we're going to go to Rufus the Soul and then we're going to go to Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's such a marathon that I'm drinking coffee. Which is not, that's not me.
Good luck.
That's not me. Yeah.
Good luck to me.
This will be my last one. This will be my last
Your
one.
last one.
Otherwise, I won't sleep tonight.
Yeah. I'm very
Seriously?
sensitive to caffeine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The quarter life of caffeine is like 12 hours or
I
something.
know.
Yeah.
I know. So this will be my last one. I need to finish it before 10 so I can sleep before 10.
Okay. Good call. Okay. If you were to go back to your 27-year-old self, what advice would you give them?
27-year-old self. Don't even remember where I was when I was 27.
Well, you're 20. Did you just turn 29?
I'm almost turning 29, so
Oh, right. Because August. So last year.
yeah. Probably, actually last year the big theme was raving, and the big theme was drugs last year.
Yeah.
And so this isn't as philosophical, probably, as you're looking for with this answer, but honestly, don't do drugs. Because I think last year I rotted my brain with drugs, like completely rotted my brain.
Now, the
did.
reason I asked this question is
Yeah.
because I'm 27.
Yeah.
Now, would you give this advice to me?
Would I give this advice to you? Yes, I would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
would, actually.
I've been
yeah.
partaking quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, I would. I think I don't know if it's done permanent damage what I did last year, but it can't have been good for me. The amount of everything that I was doing, not
Yeah.
just specific. Yeah, I was dabbling, and not just dabbling. I was diving headfirst into everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes weekly,
Yeah.
usually monthly. I have a list. I think I've shown you the list of everything that I did last year. Have you seen this?
No.
Yeah, I kept track of every time I went to a show or a rave, a festival. I kept track of what I took, and it's a scary list.
I knew you had a list of how all the festivals you went to, but I didn't think
Yeah,
you had
and
a
on
list
that
of all the...
list of all the festivals, I had like emojis next to each thing based on what I did. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
so,
crazy.
and it was a lot. It was a lot.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I think I counted. I went to maybe, I think it was like 40 different shows last year, and I did something at all of them, which is crazy.
That's insane.
That's like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. And I've been partaking. I'm not partaking in the same type of things at all. Like, at all. Or at least not since February. But because I really don't really feel any type of need to go that way with my
No,
recreational substances.
yeah,
But
Good.
It has been like I don't feel any desire to go that way because the come down's like never worth it to
It's
me.
so horrible, honestly. I also think as you get older, it gets worse, right? So I'm getting to a point now where the come downs are genuinely just not worth it.
Yeah.
Genuinely, especially as a working man who's actually focusing on my career.
It fucks up your
It takes me out of action for days. Like it used to be just the next day I'd feel like shit. But now it's genuinely days that I'm in hell.
Yeah.
Like I just feel empty. Empty is the best way to describe it. Every time Savita's like, how do you feel today? I'm like, empty. I don't feel anything. Not anything, anything positive, which is what those drugs do to you. So yeah, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs,
Is my
kids.
27-year-old self-advice. Yeah.
If future you were to come back to this moment, what advice would you give yourself now?
If future me? Oh, that's an interesting question. Because how would I know? I would say to keep going, to persevere with my career, to persevere with what I'm doing. 'Cause right now I'm struggling to believe in it. Struggling with mindset when it comes to work.
Yeah.
And I went into this job thinking, this is it. This is my career now. I'm staying at this company for years. And after a couple of weeks, I'm like, I can't fucking do this.
Yes,
But this is it. I think if I looked back in 6 months, I'll be like, I'll be fine. I'll be doing really well. I'm getting there now.
I think it's just onboarding.
Yeah.
I think just onboarding is difficult.
Yeah. Onboarding is difficult and learning the ropes, but I'm getting there. So I want to hit the ground running this week. I'll get a good night's sleep tonight and just really go for it over the next 5 days.
Yeah, I think so.
Really show myself that I can do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's my answer. Just persevere with your career. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So do you think, because we're very close. It's fucking crazy. You're like fully my best friend.
Yeah.
But which is not crazy considering how much we actually talk.
Yeah.
But what do you feel like this is not on my list, obviously. But what do you feel are the differences between hanging out virtually and hanging out in person?
Honestly, and you mentioned this so you first arrived the other day on Friday? Yeah, Thursday.
I got it on Thursday.
Yeah, when you arrived on Thursday, and I said, this feels so surreal. I never see you, but I do. And actually, there's not really any difference, I don't think. This is exactly the same.
It's the
and
same.
you said that. You were like, it's the same. Like, what's the difference? And I'm like, now, after a few days, I'm like, yeah, it's the same. Yeah. It still feels surreal. Like,
It's surreal because we never...
not behind the screen.
It's surreal because we always are virtual.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think there's any difference.
Each other.
It has. Almost a year and a few months. Yeah.
Literally the entirety of your relationship.
Yeah. Literally. It's exactly that, actually. Yeah. Because,
Crazy.
There you go.
Crazy.
There you go.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy to chat with you in real life.
Yeah, me too. And to be here, to be able to do this here as well.
This is like a fucking dream come true. This is a fucking
Or to
dream.
be queuing in a park.
First, this is iconic. Don't get it twisted. I think next time we do this, we're coming more prepared though.
I find it so funny we're coming more prepared, but after last night, well, we met that Australian guy on the train who was just saying English infrastructure for queuing and crowds is a shit show. I'm like, well, this is very organized, but it's like organized chaos.
Yes.
And I think once we're next, but once we actually head towards the venue, it's going to get even more chaotic.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. But they've been doing this for years, right? So I think
they have to have this down to like a freaking science.
It's not like Crystal Palace where they have 25,000 people at a concert and no fucking infrastructure in place.
Zero. That's honestly scary.
Do you know what the craziest part about last night was?
What?
How they staggered us going out, right?
Yeah.
So much. And then once we got to the station, it was manic. There was no stewards. Like, it was just a free fall on the stairs.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was insane.
And we had to like
On the
really shove our way
train.
on the train. Yeah.
We almost missed the train and had to wait 40 minutes. That would have been miserable.
I was like, no, that's not happening.
I think we would have struggled to make it here today.
Yeah.
Or on time. I think we would have,
Yeah. We would have been with these fools.
Yeah, these
5
fools.
lines over.
Yeah, but yeah, good to be here.
Yeah.
Good to be here. Good to have you here. Yeah.
I fucking love you.
Oh, I love you too. I love you too.
All right, we're gonna record the next podcast.
So,
I think so.
Lovely chatting with you. As always.
As always, thank you for coming on my podcast. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to the health of it.
Bottoms up.
And this is to the health of it. Coffee today.
Yeah, fucking this blue show. So.
We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and follow along on social media.
If you would like us to help you mastermind something in your life, please send us a message.
We'll see you next week on the Mastermind Moments podcast.